Docket and back on the record, and up next on our docket is Philip Burkey, file 25-7126FH. We've got prosecuting attorney Ms. Goodrich in the courtroom, Mr. Gilbert for the defense with Mr. Burkey present with them. We're here for an arraignment, and I also have a plea agreement in front of me. And Mr. Gilbert, for purposes of arraignment, does your client waive the reading of the information?
My client waives the reading of the information, and the forensic center is not applicable.
Okay.
He stands reading.
All right. And Mr. Burkey, would you please, as best you can, raise your right hand for me? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir, I do.
Can you put your hand down? Are you Philip Matthew Burkey?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Burkey, a guilty plea hearing is an important event because it includes you waiving constitutional rights that you have. So I want you to listen very carefully. If you have a question, ask me. I'm happy to answer it. If you need a minute to talk to your lawyer, you just ask. We're happy to give it to you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, I have to advise you the maximum penalty that you could face for the charge, which you'll be pleading to, and that's count 1, possession of methamphetamine. And that is, will you be filing an amended information then?
Yes, removing
To
the drug
remove the
double.
drug double?
Yes,
And you consent to the later filing?
I do.
Okay, possession of methamphetamine in Michigan is a felony crime. It's punishable by a maximum of 10 years in prison and or a $15,000 fine. Do you understand that maximum penalty, sir?
Yes, sir, I do.
Are you on probation or parole anywhere?
Yes, sir.
And which is it?
Parole.
You're on parole.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there a parole hold?
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
Okay. You understand then that this, any sentence that I impose would be mandatory by law, consecutive to any sanction that the Department of Corrections determines with the parole violation.
Yes, sir.
All right. And did you read and understand the rights listed on the advice of rights form?
Yes, sir.
Lists your trial rights.
Yes.
Do you have any questions for me or Mr. Gilbert about any of those rights?
No, sir.
Do you understand if you plead guilty, you won't have a trial and you'll give up all those rights?
Yes, sir.
Is that what you wish to do?
Yes, sir.
If I accept your plea, you give up any claim that it was caused by threats or by promises beyond what's placed on the record today. Do you
Yes, sir.
understand that? Also, when you plead guilty, you lose the right to appeal. If you wanted to appeal, you'd have to seek permission to do so by filing an application for appeal. But the types of issues that you could raise on an appeal after a plea are very limited, much more limited than if you were convicted after trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, the plea agreement provides in exchange for your plea to the possession of methamphetamine, the prosecutor is going to dismiss the drug double, the habitual notice, and the misdemeanor no insurance count 2. And there's a sentence agreement that you be sentenced within a specified guideline range of 5 to 23 months. But also if the guidelines score differently and it's not 5 to 23, both parties wish to have the option to withdraw the plea. Do you understand the terms of that agreement?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right. And so, Mr. Gilbert, do I understand that that's not just sentence within a specified range, but if you guys are wrong about your anticipated range, that might have affected the decision. And so that's why that's in there?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Is that a full, fair, and accurate statement of the terms of the agreement?
It is.
Ms. Goodrich?
yes,
Mr. Burkey, that sentence agreement is not binding on me. I didn't sentence you that you're on, what are you on parole for?
Cutting off tablets. Temporary electronic monitoring.
Okay, but I wasn't I don't recognize you.
No,
I-
I've
okay.
never been.
So I don't know you, I don't know anything about you. So at the through the pre-sentence process, I'll know more about you at the time of sentencing. So if I decide at sentencing, well, gee, I can't live with 5 to 23, I would do something different. Then I'm not bound by this. But if I didn't follow this, you'd be allowed to withdraw your plea because you wouldn't be receiving what you bargained for. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
There is an important exception to that. If you engage in some misconduct between now and the time of the sentencing, and sometimes people even do it from the jail, like committing a new crime or violating court orders. If you were to engage in any serious misconduct like that, by your own misconduct, you would forfeit the right to withdraw the plea, even if I didn't follow the sentence agreement. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. We're not gonna have that problem.
All right. Other than the plea agreement, has anybody promised you anything to get you to plead guilty?
No,
Has anybody threatened you to make you do so?
no.
Is it your own free choice to enter that plea?
Yes, sir.
Knowing all this, how do you wish to plead to the charge in count one, possession methamphetamine?
Guilty, sir.
So back on November 7th of 2025, were you in Sheboygan County?
Yes, sir.
It appears that you might have had some contact with law enforcement.
Yes, sir.
Were you in possession of the controlled substance methamphetamine?
Yes, sir.
Did you know that you were in possession of that substance?
Yes, sir.
And did you have any lawful authority in the state of Michigan to possess it?
No, sir.
Mr. Gilbert, you satified with that factual basis?
I am, thank you.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes.
Mr. Gilbert, are you aware of any other crimes of destruction inducements?
I am not.
Ms. Goodrich?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Gilbert, in your judgment, is the court fully complied with the requirements of MCR 6.302?
I believe the court has, thank you.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes.
All right, and I've received the amended information, removing the drug double. You consent to its filing?
I do.
You waive its reading?
I would agree.
And it's accepted by the court for filing. Let's try to schedule this for sentencing on March 10th at 2:30 in the afternoon. Mr. Burkey, someone from the Department of Corrections, probation parole will be talking to you to write an updated pre-sentence report for me. So you have to cooperate with that process.
Yes, sir.
You have any questions for me, sir?
No.
Anything
Sure.
further from the defense?
None, thank you.
People?
There you are.
All right, we'll see you then, Mr. Burkey.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Judge.
All right, see. Mr. Gilbert, we have up next sentencing and People v. Marissa Johnson.
Your Honor, Marissa Johnson is here. I guess we just have a few more minutes. So he was going through her PSI.
Sure.
I was
Okay,
unable to get to her prior.
that's fine. We can pass the case.
Thank you.
And then we could have Mr. Watner McPeak out of the jail, maybe. Okay. All right, you have anything else that you wanted to?
Mr. Herrera is ready to go.
Okay, let's grab that. I recall People v. James Herrera. It's file 25-7090FH. Got Mr. Herrera present with Mr. Gilbert, his lawyer. And Mr. Goodrich, the prosecuting attorney, is present in the courtroom as well for the people. And Mr. Gilbert, we're here for docket call. What's our status?
Well, Your Honor, I believe we did enter, actually, memory's not serving me quite that well on how far we got into our plea agreement, but the court was advising us that you did not want to be constrained by the sentencing recommendation that we had, but my client wishes to take the plea anyhow.
Okay, do we have, let me see here, because the only,
If I gave the court all the voice of rights and the plea.
okay. And that was, so that this was the count one, OWI third, amended count two, DWLS. OWI reimbursement 9318, and then the sentence agreement would be struck.
Correct, Your Honor.
Ms. Goodrich, you consent to that?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Herrera, would you please raise your right hand for me, sir? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so be God.
I do.
You can put your hands down. Mr. Herrera, a guilty plea hearing is an important event. It includes the waiver of constitutional rights that you have. So I want you to listen carefully. At any time, if you've got a question, ask me. I'm happy to answer for you. If you have, you can talk to Mr. Gilbert some more, you just let me know. I have to advise you the maximum penalty that you could face for the charges. And Mr. Gilbert, do you consent to the filing of the amended information?
I do, Your Honor. Thank you.
And count one, operating while intoxicated, third offense, is a felony punishable by a fine of $500 to $5,000. and either 1 to 5 years in prison or probation with 30 days to a year in jail, at least 48 hours to be served consecutively, and 60 to 180 days community service. The court can order rehabilitative programs, costs of prosecution and emergency response, and vehicle immobilization. And count 2, driving on a suspended or revoked license is a misdemeanor punishable by 93 days and or a $500 fine and vehicle immobilization. Do you understand the maximum penalties for those charges, sir?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole anywhere else?
No.
Were you on bond for any other cases at the time of this incident?
No.
Did you read and understand the rights listed on the advice of rights form that you signed earlier?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for me or for Mr. Gilbert about any of those rights?
No.
Do you understand if you plead guilty, you give up all those rights and won't have a trial?
Yes.
And is that what you're choosing to do today?
Yes.
If I accept your plea, you give up any claim that that your plea is caused by any threats or by any promises not placed on the record today. Do you understand that?
I do.
Also, when you plead guilty, you lose the right to appeal. And if you wanted to appeal, you'd have to seek permission by filing an application. And the types of issues you could raise on an appeal after pleading guilty are very limited, much more limited than if you were convicted after trial. Do you understand that?
No, we discussed yesterday. Yes.
Okay. So I mean, in a sum, if you went to trial and were convicted, you'd have an automatic appeal by right if you wanted. You could raise any issue you wanted, and the Court of Appeals would have to give you their answer to that question. When you plead guilty, you first have to persuade the Court of Appeals to even take your case. And even if they do, some questions they don't have to answer. Some arguments are waived by the entry of a plea. So that's that general principle, that there's limitations on your appeal rights when you plead guilty. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. The plea agreement as outlined indicates in exchange for your plea to the charges outlined, the prosecutor's going to dismiss the original count 2 enhancement and dismiss count 3, and there's OWI reimbursement of $93.18. Do you understand the terms of that plea agreement?
Yeah.
Mr. Gilbert, is that a full, fair, and accurate statement of its terms?
It is, Your Honor.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes.
Mr. Herrera, then there's been no agreement by this court as to any sentence recommendation or agreement. Do you understand that?
Right. Yes.
Okay. Other than the plea agreement, has anybody promised you anything to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Has anybody threatened you to make you do so?
No.
Is it your own free choice to enter that plea?
Yes.
Knowing all this, how do you wish to plead the charge in count 1, operating while intoxicated, third offense?
Guilty.
And how do you wish to plead the charge in count 2, operating with a suspended or revoked license?
Guilty.
So, Mr. Herrera, back on September 13th of 2025, were you in Sheboygan County?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle on South Straits Highway, a public roadway?
Yes.
Was your driver's license suspended or revoked?
Yes.
Did you know that it was suspended or revoked?
Yes.
And before you operated that vehicle, had you consumed alcoholic beverages?
Yes.
And did you have some contact with law enforcement?
Yes.
Did they give you a test to determine the level of alcohol in your body?
Yes.
Do you remember the results of that test?
Not exactly.
Was it above the legal limit of
Yes.
0.08? Do you believe that your ability to operate that vehicle was substantially influenced by the alcohol that you consumed?
Yes.
And at the time of that offense, did you have prior convictions for operating intoxicated in 2007 in the 86th District Court?
Yes.
Operating under the influence in 1998 in the 86th District Court?
Yes.
Operating under the influence in 1993 in the 65th District Court?
Yes.
Operating under the influence in 1989 in the state of Arizona?
Yes.
And operating under the influence in 1988 in the state of Arizona?
Yes.
Mr. Gilbert, you satisfied with the factual basis?
I am, Your Honor.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes.
Mr. Gilbert, you aware of any other promises, threats, or inducements?
I am not.
Ms. Goodrich?
No, Your Honor.
And Mr. Gilbert, in your judgment, has the court fully complied with the requirements of MCR 6.302?
I believe the court has. Thank you.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes.
And Mr. Herrera, I find that your plea is knowingly, understandingly, and voluntarily made, and that there is a sufficient basis in fact and law to believe that you're guilty of that offense. So I hereby accept your plea. I could schedule sentencing for either March 10 or March 17. Mr. Gilbert, you have a preference?
I have no preference.
17.
I think 17.
Let's do March 17 at 3 p.m. All right, so Mr. Herrera, I find that your plea is knowingly, understanding, and voluntarily made, and that there is a sufficient basis in fact and law that you committed those offenses, so I accept your plea. We'll schedule sentencing for March 17th at 3 p.m. You'll have to cooperate with a interview and a pre-sentence report investigation, so before you leave, stop by the probation department across the hall, tell them you entered a plea, and that you need to schedule an interview for a pre-sentence report, so I know more about you than just what's on the paper here. And Ms. Goodrich, any objection to continuation of bond?
No objection.
Bond will be continued. Okay, any questions for you, Mr. Herrera? Okay, we'll see you then, sir.